All right. If that's self-driven, all the religions as they are now, there is nothing sacred. Right?
No, there's nothing sacred in itself in the words or the buildings or the so on. But in a sense, all these religions are supposed to point beyond themselves.
Yes. Well, and to help me to go beyond all this, I must start with my being free from my agony, understand my relationship with people. If there is confusion here, in my heart, my mind, what's the good of the other? I'm not materialistic. I'm not anti the other, but I must start where I am. To go very far, I must start very near. I am very near. So I must understand myself and the rest of humanity. I am not an individual. I know. So there's the book of humanity in me. I am that book. If I know how to read it from the beginning to the end, then I can go. Then I find if there is a possibility, if there is real something that is immense, sacred. But if you're all the time saying, look, there is that, that will help you. I see it hasn't helped me. We've had these religions for millions of years. It has to. You have distracted from what is. So, if I want to find out if there is anything sacred, I must start very near. The very near is me. And can I free myself from fear, agony, sorrow, despair, all that? When there is freedom, I can move. I can climb mountains.
So are you saying that the sacred would become apparent if we dissolve fear and all these other things?
Obviously, sir. That's real meditation, you see.
Through attention to what is really happening in us.
Yeah, that's it.
And just what is really happening between us and other people and all the rest of it.
Between our relationship.
Yes. Through
attention, and we discussed too with Dr. Bowman some time ago, having an insight into the whole movement of the self. Which is not a remembrance. Insight is total perception of what you are. Without analysis, without investigation, all that, total immediate perception of the whole content of your consciousness. Not take bit by bit by bit. That's endless.
Oh, we're broken up, so we look at each little piece.
Yeah. And because we are broken up, we can never see the whole. Obviously, it seems so logical.
Okay.
So, is it possible not to be broken up? Why? What is to be broken up? This confusion, this mess in consciousness, which we talked about yesterday. You see, nobody wants to go so deeply into all this. Right, sir? First of all, one hasn't the time. One is committed to one's job, to one's profession, to one's science, to one's whatever one is doing. And you say, please, this is too difficult or too abstract, not practical. That's the word they all use. As though all this, what you are doing, all is terribly practical. Oh, yeah. Armaments is impractical. Tribalism is over. You know about it. So, let's move from there. Is silence of the mind a state of attention? Or is beyond attention? I don't know if I'm...
Well, what would you mean by beyond attention? Let's try to get into that.
Inattention is there. Is attention will? I will attain.
No, we've said that's concentration.
Yeah, but so I'm asking you, is there, where there is attention, is there any kind of effort? Struggle? I must attain. No. What is attention? Let's go into a little bit. What is attention? In which is the word diligent is implied in attention, to be diligent, not negligent.
What does diligent mean? Careful. You mean careful?
Care. To be very precise. Diligent. What?
The literal meaning is taking pains.
Pain, that's right. Taking pain, which is to care, to have affection, to do everything correctly, orderly, not repetitive. Because attention demands the action of thought.
Well, it doesn't demand the action of analysis in the way you've... And insofar as thought is analytical, it doesn't demand that. And it doesn't demand the action of will, insofar as will involves a separation, an attempt to, by one part of the mind, to force another part to do something else. And it doesn't imply any sense of going anywhere or becoming anything, because that is something that leads one out of the present.
That's right. You can't be attentive.
But in the act of attention...
Just see what is implied in it. You can't become attentive. That means in attention there is no time. Becoming implies time.
Yes.
In attention there is no time. Therefore, there is not the result of thought.
Yes.
Now, is that attention silence of the mind? Is a healthy, sane mind, uncluttered, unattached, unanchored, free mind, which is the healthiest mind. Is therefore, I'm asking, out of that, in that attention, is the mind silent? There is no movement of thought.